Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is a brawl match from the recent ranked match rounds in the heavy gear Doga. I know what you're probably thinking, which is that taking a support into a brawl is basically suicide, and kinda. They did give buffs to supports that participate in brawls because they were desperately needed, but you can win. You can do fairly well, especially if you have something that does heavy-duty damage and heavy stagger like the heavy Doga. There's somebody behind me who is probably a raid, but I'm fighting another brave soul who brought a support in this full armor 7th Gundam, so so far so good. I've got more health left than they do, and more legs, which was, the plan all along, of course. And I'm going to drop down there after them, which hopefully will keep whoever's up top off my back for a second. Long enough that I get the kill, hopefully. Yes, and I get the first kill of the round, which puts me briefly into rank 1. That's a GPO-1 that is attacking me, though, which is not the best move. That splash damage, I feel, should have connected. I mean, in terms of game mechanics, it shouldn't have. But that should have, realistically, that should have been enough force to at least, push the Gundam a little bit. But this is how the game works, and as you can see, things are starting to get a little stabby here and there. I didn't save any of my really good rounds in the Zeku 1 Type 1. Those are the one. That's the mobile suit that got me the highest score I had on my Japanese account. Ironically, I got first place on the other account. I think that's the one I'm on right now. And second place on the one where I scored like 4,000 points. This account I scored 3,800 if this truly is the other account. I'm not sure. But no, the melee connected. Hooray latency, I guess. That was the number one person. That was the full armor 7th again. But yeah, heavy stagger will get a standard stun through maneuver armor, so it's not a terrible thing to have. But I believe I did max out this heavy Doga's melee defense, which with type advantage and heavy attacks still doesn't mean a lot, but it is something. And yeah, but they just tore me to bits. Did a pretty good job of avoiding each other until the very end, too. Sometimes you get lucky and everybody bounces off of one another trying to kill you, like that, just happened to that Gym 3 there. But most of the time, yeah, they just carve you up. I'm in 9th currently with 4 minutes to go. I could get closer to try and intervene a little bit more directly, but I am in a support with a really long-range heavy stagger gun and a, sub-weapon that causes splash damage, so why would I do that? There's one. And they are still just sitting here, minding their own business, not actually paying attention to the person shooting them downfield. I think, if this is the round I think it is, I may be about to discover that there's a pixie here. But missed number 2, but got the person number 2 was trying to kill, which put me up in 3rd. Yeah, this is the other account. Okay. And number 2 is a Rigazi. It doesn't have a lot of health. Unfortunately, I hit that ramp instead of hitting the Rigazi, so it tried to zigzag. It thought I was going to use heavy stagger. I was not. There's somebody else who wants a piece of that, which is, it's a Gaplin, and they got the kill, but that got me some assist points. Number 2 is currently that full armor 7th again, but I don't think they're going to live long enough for me to harass them once again. So, number 3 is a Gaplin. It's not a bad choice. It's just a... it can be a tough thing to fight here. And it tackled me. I'm going to tackle right back, which hopefully is going to hold still long enough for me to re-ready my gun. Yes, but I missed, and I'm dead. Which, happens a lot. But I think I saved this one just because at the very end I had a really nice moment. But I wish I had saved a little bit more of the Zeku 1 Type 1 ones, because I'll be honest, I didn't enjoy playing the way that the Zeku 1 Type 1 requires. I mean, when it works, great, but just you really do kind of have to just wade into other people's business and start stabbing. Basically, when you get clusters of like 2 or 3 people like you see over there, you take a heavy attack and you hit all of them, and you usually kill at least one, sometimes all 3. And that is how the Zeku 1 Type 1 could be one of the most formidable things. Doing it that way accounts for one of the biggest problems that the Type 1 has, which is that its heavy attack is powerful, but very shallow and very slow. So if you position... it is, however, wide. So if you position yourself diagonally between a couple of mobile suits that are fighting, you can hit them both very, very easily. Right now I'm just throwing out damage since I put myself in the middle of everything like I should never have done. And if I can get a kill before I'm killed, great. If I can't... Yep, here's a camper that's going to spoil my day. But I did just get an assist on that Geara Zulu, so... And lost more points than I gained. But, yeah, it's... basically, this entire thing is just, you know, taking advantage of other people being distracted. The better you can do that, the better you can score kills without getting yourself in the middle of it, the better you're going to do. But there's about a minute left here, and killed the number 1 Rigazi. That puts me in 3rd. Hit somebody else with a little bit of damage, but as you can see, there's a really good grouping here. And I missed that shot by a country mile. Cluster shot did not get the kill. I thought it should have, but that shot also didn't get the kill, and now there's people on my back. One of the big problems is there are people who the opportunity they decide to take is waiting for you to spawn. And so, and I'm just going to drop down here and hopefully, yeah, stop that Rigazi. But, so they just wait for you to spawn so they can spawn in behind you and kill you while you're taking your shot. But with 3 seconds left, I killed another rank 1 player, put me in rank 1, and they did not have enough time to kill me, and that is the round. So yeah, that is the secret of brawl matches. The secret is smarmy opportunism. But yes, I did take a support to top score in a brawl match, and you know, despite having to shoot a lot of people in the back to do it, I'm kind of proud of that. As you can see, it wasn't quite one of my top 3, but it was close. And yeah, it was a fun time. So that is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We'll be back soon with more. Till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later! Meanwhile, there were clan matches this weekend as well, and while they were only offering the promotional suit to the top 3 clans, we decided to give it a stab anyway, so I'm going to have a few rounds from that over the next couple of days too. Those were 650 Simple Battle Arctic based, so not a lot of shortcuts to take there.